This is my part one of my lecture notes on the Enlightenment. I must tell you that right from the very beginning that I did not create this PowerPoint presentation, but I am using it to lecture through the Enlightenment and its time period. So here we go. Part 1. Actually, we're not even starting with the Enlightenment Part 1. We're actually reviewing what we need to know about that came previous to the Enlightenment. So we must remember that we had Judeo-Christian influences, such as the Ten Commandments, which are written down codes of law. They focus on morals and ethics, individual responsibilities. Okay, you're supposed to, through these commandments, oppose injustices and assist the less fortunate. And so there are higher moral standards than previous codes that we've looked at. Second part, okay, Greek influences on the Enlightenment time period. We must remember the ideas about the democracy, trial by jury. We get our ideas about three branches of government. We studied the philosophers and their focus on logic and reason. Good example of that was Plato and the Republic and what he believed in, and Aristotle and the politics and what he believed in. So we must remember this going into the Enlightenment, because we're going to see other philosophers that are going to take the ideas and take this idea of using logic and reason and applying it to the time of the Enlightenment. Roman influences that we need to remind ourselves of. We have the Republic, which is senators elect to represent the people in the government, which is our government system that we have today. We also have something called the 12 Tables, which again are written down laws, and they ensure equal treatment under the law. Innocent until proven guilty, and unjust laws could be changed or removed. So I keep on harping on this idea of written down laws, okay, and why are written down laws so important? The Romans also gave us or influenced this idea of separation branches of government, and individuals were citizens with rights and responsibilities in the state. So those are the Roman influences. Okay, as we venture into the Enlightenment, just to get you guys to understand what's going on during this time period, here's a map that shows the centers of the Enlightenment. And it also shows religion around this time period. And as you can see from the map, you have mostly Catholic and Protestant views going on during this time period. In England, it's mostly Protestant, and the rest of Europe is mostly Catholic. Okay, and of course you have centers of learning all over, but especially here in Italy. Okay, you've got one here in France, and you got some stuff going on in England. So these are the centers of the Enlightenment, and these are going to be extremely important, because when we look at the philosophers and the documents that are going to come out of the Enlightenment, they mostly come out of these areas of the world. Alright, so this is part 1 of my 4-part series on the Age of Enlightenment.